the question being, when did I hear about All in the Timing by David Ives, and what is the impetus that said that I needed to do this now? I was in a production of All of the Timing as an actor when I was in college in 1994 or 5. I don't remember, at Florida State University. I got to do it with some really, really great actors. It was a student production directed by a gentleman named Saxon Palmer, who is in New York now. He's in the New York theater scene. We had some really, really great people in it. Montego Glover, who's been on Broadway, she was a part of the production. There were several people who were founding members of the Dad's Garage Theater Company in Atlanta, who were in that production. Rebecca Tracy, Sam, it's a lot of people who were very dear to me, and have been very dear to me in my life. We all came together and did the production. We did 6 of the shows, and we had a ball. We had an absolute blast doing it. And it was something that I always had fond memories of, but, I just had left it, for what it is. You do a production. It's like, yeah, I don't need to come back to that. I'm done with it. Right. So then, Talon Warburton is a student of mine. And it turned out that he and his dad, Patrick, were looking for something to do. They wanted to do a show together. And Talon and I have known each other for a few years. And, Talon's a great student. He's a good friend. And, he said, do you want to direct something, with me and my dad? I said, sure. What do you want to do? He said, I don't know. Let's come up with some plays. So me being me, I go off and I'm like, we'll do Bengal Tiger at the Baghdad Zoo. We'll do a Carol Churchill play about clones called Numbers. We'll do, because I was into what I was into at that time. And I'm taking it to Patrick, who's producing the play, and Patrick reads it, and he goes, I don't want to do that, man. It's dark. It's just too dark. I don't want to do something dark. Because I think people need to have a good time. We need to have fun. And every time people say that, I think to myself, well, what was fun for me? Then I thought of a scene that was done in my class at Beverly Hills Playhouse by a couple of students of mine, Meadow Clare, Taylor Behrens. They did a scene from Sure Thing, which is one of the pieces from All in the Timing. And I said to myself, this is really fantastic. I had completely forgotten about this play. It re-entered the world for me, but through the scene that they did. So I thought about that. And I said, well, what about we do All in Timing? It was a great play. So we got a group of actors together on Zoom to read it. Talon loved it. Patrick loved it. I remembered, oh, yeah, I love this again, too. And then we just cast it. We cast it out of the studio. We've got some great actors. It's really fun. Some students that I've had for years. We have some really, really great people involved in this. And why did I need to do it right now? Because I think the world needs a laugh. I really, really, really think we just need a good time right now. Now, is that all in the timing is? No, it's not. There is a lot of weight to this. There's a lot of philosophy to this show. There's a lot of, I'm going to leave you thinking at one point, but before we get there, you're going to have a ball. I want you, what we wanted to do was invite people to spend an hour and a half with us and forget about the troubles for a minute, because that's tough to do right now. So why this play right now? Because the world needs to take a breath. What do I want the audience to get out of the entirety of the production? Mostly, I want them to get a good time out of it. Beyond that, I would like them to take a look. I would like them to take a look at not wasting any time. Don't waste any time. Don't waste any moments. Don't make any interactions trivial or meaningless. Because a lot of things that we gloss over and a lot of things that we think are trite or unimportant are actually very important. And they're more important than a lot of the stuff we think is important. So there's a line in Trotsky that talks, Trotsky, they keep talking about Trotsky going and looking at the nasturtiums. Take a minute, go look at the nasturtiums. It's important. Why should people come to see All in the Timing at the Zephyr Theatre? because we're going to give you a challenge, but we're also going to give you a good time. And in my opinion, there's not enough of either one in the world right now. Is there anything else that we need to talk about the play production? The only thing that I will say is I'm super proud of all of the actors that have gotten involved with this and have given so much passion and so much energy and so much love to a project that is merely a labor of love. And I continue to be impressed and admire the dedication and creativity that they've given to this labor of love. And for that, I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate that. I'm Michael Yavnieli. I am the producer and director of Western Warburton's production of All in the Timing, 6 one-act plays plus Mere Mortals at the Zephyr Theatre on Melrose Avenue. We open on October 14th, run through November 20th. We have 3 shows a weekend. You get tickets at onstage411/AITT, and we'll see you at the theater. Should be a good time.